The Bates family is known for their smiles, faith, and endless love, but behind the bright lights and big family gatherings, even the strongest hearts sometimes ache. For Michaela Bates Kalin, one of the most tender and soft-spoken members of Bringing Up Bates, that ache has been a quiet part of her story for years. This week, however, fans were left heartbroken when a tender moment between Michaela and her nieces and nephews surfaced, one that revealed just how deep her pain still runs. A family visit turns emotional. It started like any other weekend visit. Michaela and her husband, Brandon, had driven down from Tennessee to spend time with the rest of the Bates clan. The house was bursting with life. Kids running through the kitchen, laughter echoing off the walls, Kelly Jo preparing enough food to feed an army. Michaela, as always, was right in the middle of it all, helping Alyssa's little ones tie their shoes, braiding Adelie's hair, and reading stories to the younger cousins gathered around her like ducklings. But somewhere between the laughter and bedtime stories, something shifted. During the evening prayer, one of the younger Bates kids looked up at Michaela and asked a question that silenced the entire room. "Aunt Michaela, how come you don't have any kids of your own?" The air grew still. Michaela's gentle smile wavered. Brandon reached over and took her hand under the table, giving it a reassuring squeeze. Around them, the adults exchanged quiet glances, knowing that the innocent question had reopened a wound that never truly healed. The struggle they faced in silence. Michaela and Brandon's love story has always been of quiet devotion. From their wedding in 2015 to their early dreams of starting a family, they've always been open about wanting children. But as the years passed and no pregnancy came, the couple found themselves facing the painful reality of infertility. While many of her sisters have announced pregnancy after pregnancy, Michaela has chosen grace over bitterness. Yet those who know her well say she still carries that longing in her heart every day. In an earlier interview, she once said softly, "It's hard sometimes, especially when you love kids as much as I do, but I know God's timing is perfect, even when it's hard to understand." What the kids noticed. Later that night, after the family dinner, the kids crowded around Michaela again, eager for another bedtime story. As she read, little Lila touched her arm and said, "Aunt Michaela, you be the best mommy." That was the moment. One so pure and heartbreaking that even the adults standing in the hallway watching wiped away tears. Michaela's eyes filled instantly, but she smiled through them. "Thank you, sweetheart," she whispered, kissing Lila's forehead. "That means more than you know." Brandon, watching from the doorway, later shared in a vlog that he could tell how deeply that moment touched his wife. "Michaela loves those kids like her own," he said quietly, "but I could see it in her eyes, how much she still prays for the day when she'll hear a little voice call her Mom." Faith in the waiting. Despite the emotional moments, Michaela remains steadfast in her faith. She often reminds fans that her story isn't over and that she's learning to find purpose in the waiting. She's been pursuing nursing, pouring her nurturing heart into helping others. Her work, she says, gives her a sense of fulfillment and healing. "Maybe this is how God's using me right now, to love and care for people in a different way," she shared in a recent vlog. Even so, fans have noticed that certain moments seem to hit her hard, like holding a newborn niece or watching a pregnancy announcement unfold at a family gathering. And this latest encounter with her nieces and nephews only highlighted the quiet ache that never really goes away. The family's response. After the visit, Kelly Jo posted a photo of Michaela surrounded by kids, captioned, "Every child loves Aunt Michaela. Her heart is pure gold. We're so thankful for the love she pours out every single day." Fans immediately flooded the comments with encouragement and love. "She's such a blessing to those kids," one wrote. "Her story is one of strength and faith," another said. "She's already a mom in every way that matters." Even Aaron and Alyssa commented, sharing heart emojis and messages of love. finding hope again. The morning after that emotional evening, Michaela and Brandon took a quiet walk outside before heading home. The sun rose over the Tennessee hills, casting a golden glow across the field. "I don't ever want to stop hoping," Michaela said softly, as Brandon slipped his arm around her. "And you already do, more than anyone I know." For a moment, silence hung between them, peaceful, not heavy, just two people holding on to faith, to love, and to each other. A heart that still believes. When Michaela later posted a photo from that trip, her holding a baby niece, sunlight streaming across her face, the caption simply read, "God's plans are good even when the path feels uncertain." Fans instantly knew it was more than just a caption, it was a message straight from her heart. And though her nieces and nephews may have noticed something heartbreaking that day, they also saw something far greater, an example of grace, faith, and unshakable love. Because for Michaela Bates, motherhood may look different, but her nurturing spirit shines through every hug, every prayer, and every child who runs into her arms. And maybe, just maybe, her story isn't finished yet.